Father Henry Carr, the first team through to the OSBA Men's Trillium Final. Who will join in them? The Tall Pines Academy or Brampton City Prep Provincial Squad? Welcome back inside the Toronto Pan Am Center, everybody. JJ Everson, Haley Hopkinson here with you. Tall Pines enters undefeated, finishing the regular season 17-0 and taking down Polaris Gold yesterday, 99-65. Genoy walks 40 points in that game. BCP Provincial, meanwhile, had the day off after taking down Jay Addison 88-82 on Thursday morning, led by Delvin Ugbataman's 30-point performance. This one on paper looks like it's going to go the favor of Tall Pines, but they're without MVP David Bottomley, who's out for the weekend. And I also don't see Jedediah Henry on the bench today. So small bench, just a single sub for Tall Pines here in this semifinal. Haley, what's it going to take for Brampton City Prep to come away with a victory and book their spot in the final?
Yeah, well, I think in this one, strategy is going to be a big part of it, because one bench player, all you need is one player to get into foul trouble. And with the size and the big bodies that they have, it's not going to be hard for BCP to come in and try to draw some contact. Of course, always going for that basket, but seeing how it turns out. And BCP, they a very strong squad. I think it's going to be about taking care of the ball for them, limiting any turnovers or any reason to give Tall Pines an advantage in this one, and sharing that ball movement. I think if they can try to get numerous guys involved early in this game, it's going to help them in the long run and help them kind of maintain a strong level of play with high execution late in the game.
Delvin Ugbataman in the regular season averaged 19 points per game. Isiosa Ogbiwi, 14 and a half. And Utej Guman, 14 as well. Caleb Banfield, also a key contributor on the offensive side for BCP. We get our look at our starting five for each side. Bryce Dennis gets the start at the point guard position, averages over 5 assists per game. Cole Laren, 37 points in the Sweet 16 win over Ascend Prep to help lift BCP to the quarterfinal berth. Isiosa Ogbiwi rounding out the front court. Delvin Ugbataman and Kingston Ayers representing the backcourt for BCP Prep. Moving over to Tall Pines, Genoy Walks will lead the charge. Nosa Lawani, who played a big part of dominating the paint in yesterday's quarterfinal action. Kai Cameron slides into the starting lineup. Timilad Jegele and Ezra Akwamoa. Keandre Jackson is your head coach for Tall Pines. 1 minute after 11. Trillium semifinal number 2 about to get underway. Following this, a pair of OSBA women's semifinals. And then the men take the court tonight. Tomorrow, D-League Boys and Girls Championships. Trillium Championship, Women's Championship, Men's Championship, and then Haley, all 23 games over our 4-day span are complete.
It's insane, and the way we started off the day today with a massive win, but a tight one as well, close game. I'm sure we are in for another fantastic day of OSBA basketball.
Tapped out of bounds, Tall Pines with the first look in that last game between King Heights and Father Henry Carr. Praise Badejo had a chance to tie it with seconds remaining, came up short, and they couldn't corral the rebound. Adrian Aquino clamped down and gave the team the win. First bucket in and out, and Walks will get a second chance at it. Same opportunity, same result. Luani finds Cameron on the offensive three-point line, and he leaves it short. So 3 looks, all empty for Tall Pines. Ugbataman swings it back to Laren. Bryce Dennis way beyond the arc, too strong, loose ball. Kai Cameron with the defensive rebound. Yesterday, Cameron contributed 9 points and went 2 of 2 from the free throw line as Walk steps into a triple. Too strong again. There's Akuamoa fighting through 3 black jerseys to get possession, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kingston Ayers picks up the team's first. Akuamoa off on the first. Again, just one sub for Tall Pines. It's Shub Pandit. We'll see what kind of run he gets today. As yesterday, he made an impact from beyond the arc.
A couple of threes.
A triple of threes, yeah. 3 of them, all in the second half. Here come Brampton City Prep again. Laren forced out of the corner. Dennis, top side. Keeps it moving. Ugbataman trying to get some space in the zone defense. Dennis with the floater. It's good, and we are underway officially with the scoring opening from Bryce Dennis.
Bryce Dennis always does a great job of finding the open spots and a great shot.
Walks, dumps it off. Akuamoa out to the perimeter. Short on the 3 was Jagele, and Walks gets the offensive rebound. Tries to finger roll finish. Lawani keeps it moving. Jagele inside. Lawani, 1 dribble. Up strong, too strong. Akuamoa can't connect. And Tall Pines unable to find offense here early. Shot clock violation. Somebody's got to rebound the ball defensively for Brampton.
Yup, and when you're getting those opportunities to put it right back up, sometimes it's good to kick it out or try to get some more space for a higher quality shot.
Bryce Dennis swings it. Laren lets it fly. No good. Lawani fighting for the rebound with Ugbataman, and Ugbataman gets the better of him. Walks, sends it over. Jagele down to Lawani on the block. Back to Jagele. He'll dial it up. Back iron. Akuamoa finds Walks, fakes the shot, attacks the paint, pulls up, lets it go. Too strong. Looking for the foul. You can't be looking for the foul. You got to play through the whistle as Ayers turns it over.
Well, whether it's strategy because they know they only have the 1 player on the bench, Tall Pines not playing with a whole lot of intensity to start this game off, not a ton of off-ball movement going on.
Walks, tries to get Ayers into a second foul, but he got all ball as Bryce Dennis leaks out, gets to the rack, no good. Ayers fights for the offensive rebound, turns and misses. Lawani hugs it close. Jagele with it at the logo. Tries to get by Laren, puts him on his hip to the rack with the left. Does it have enough spin? It doesn't. Bounced the trio of times, out of bounds. And Brampton City Prep should be out to a dominant lead here, but they continue to turn the ball over and can't grab a defensive rebound.
Yeah, and they've got the massive opportunity right now to turn it up a notch on this team that has a short bench and turn the intensity super high, knowing that it's not going to be sustainable for Tall Pines for the entire time. So they're kind of playing down to what the vibe Tall Pines is bringing right now.
Janoy Walks gets the first 2 for Tall Pines. Again, a 40-point performance yesterday. Cole Laren, loses it out of bounds. And there's 3 basketball games happening in the gym today, so every once in a while you hear that errant horn and think, what happened? Not on our court. Ogbewe tries to get space inside, kicks it out. Laren lets it fly. Too strong. Lawani finds the loose ball and settles it down with Walks. Far side. Walks into the space, thought about shooting it, sends Kai Cameron through. Lawani wants it. There's a double there. He'll get it. He'll make his move. Baseline on Ayers, and Ayers picks up his second foul on the reach.
Second foul against Kingston Ayers. As the second team foul for Brampton. Checking
Caleb Banfield gets his first minutes here. 6:09 to play in the opening 10. Nosa Lawani at the line for 2. This north side rim has not been friendly to Tall Pines in the early going. Lawani connects on the second. Laren lets it go to Banfield, and he gets it through from deep.
And now BCP can use that as some momentum, pick up the pace a little bit here, try to kind of outwork Tall Pines.
When there's no energy in the gym, you've got to create it by yourself.
Yeah.
Laren gives it up to the rack. Ogbewe gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Kai Cameron picks up his first. That's the first on Tall Pines. 4-point lead here. Ogbewe at the line. First free throws for BCP. In and out. Left the first one short. And now directing traffic is Timala Jegele. He gives it up to Cameron. Picked up by Dennis. A little bit of space from the free throw line. Kai Cameron short. Dennis leaks out. Headman pass. One to beat. Dennis to the rack. Couldn't connect. Laren following up the play.
There you go, and that's why you always got to trail those plays like that for that opportunity. And Cole Laren being disciplined.
Walks with a flurry of dribbles. Foul called. That's going to go against Ugbataman.
First foul, that's the 13th foul for Brampton.
Brampton now with just one foul to give. 5:12 to go in the opening frame. Janoy walks at the line. Tall Pines 1 for 4 from the free throw line so far. Make that 2 of 5. And in comes Shub Pandit. Out goes Ezra Akwamoa. Pandit stretches the floor, but he'll anchor the defense on the backside of the zone as well. Ugbataman fights Banfield for it. Dennis, topside, finds Banfield. He'll swing it. Laren lets it fly. Back iron. Banfield collects it, makes his move, spins and fires. Lawani with the rebound. Walks, working on Laren. Knocked loose by Ugbataman. Walks, picks it back up. Lawani dives into the body. And that's going to go against Ogbewe. Nosa Lawani to the free throw line. Counted and 1.
Lawani does such a great job of really putting his body on the line there and pushing through, going all the way through that contact. And he's got a really steady shot once he's able to get an open look.
Utej Guman checks in for Brampton City Prep. At the line, Lawani shooting 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. He'll make it. 4 points for Nosa Lawani, 4 points for Janoy Walks. It's a 9-8 game. Quick trigger from the corner from Guman. Ugbataman gets the second chance to go.
Here we go. They were struggling to get their own rebounds, but now getting some extra offensive ones.
Walks, dancing with it on the perimeter. Tries to shake Laren. Gets it inside. Wanted the foul. Refs say play on. Dennis leaks out over the top. Probably could have taken that himself. Lawani closing out, though, is a big presence. It makes you think twice.
Especially based off the first game we saw today, Walks is going to have to realize that the refs are going to let you play, especially through the semifinal game here. So you got to do everything expecting no call.
Janoy Walks picks up his first, team second, as he tried to knock that loose on the backside from Dennis. Utej Guman right back to Laren. Makes his move around Kai Cameron. Left-handed finger roll, no good. Cameron quickly ahead to Jagele, and then he steals it right back, does Cameron. Into the paint. Finger roll finish, not good. Here comes Bryce Dennis. Turns on the Jets. This time he goes up strong and lays it in.
There we go. That's a great play right there.
Timeout on the floor, 13-8. BCP ahead of Tall Pines. We'll be right back with more OSBA Men's Trillium semifinal action. Tall Pines and Brampton City Prep met twice in the regular season, first on December 2nd, where Tall Pines took it 108-97, and then they met again to start the second half of the season on January 14th, a 108-92 victory by Tall Pines, but BCP ahead 13-8 here. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Walks into trouble. Laren, bounce pass. Guzman, charging foul called. Walks got to the spot first. And Utej Guzman picks up his first, team's fifth.
Well, a great play there for Walks to plant his feet. He saw what was coming a mile away, and yeah, BCP decided to stick with it.
Jagele, far side. Makes his move to the middle of the floor. Finds Akuamoa on the dive and walks. Too strong on the three-point attempt. Jagele has it tapped to him. And here comes Pandit. Knocked loose, tries to throw it off of BCP and gets the ball back for Tall Pines.
Very smart heads-up play there. He's a little off balance.
Jagele tried the no-look pass to Walks, but the awareness there of Laren to get his hands in the passing lanes anyhow. Lawani gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for two. 2 of 3 from the free throw line so far for Nosa Lawani. Laren picks up the foul, his first. They're going to give him 3. Is that a shot attempt?
Huh.
Could have fooled me.
Yeah.
Lawani connects on the second. He's got 5, looking for 6. And the game's high score. He'll get the rattle. Bryce Dennis slows up over the half court, then turns it on. Blocked by Lawani. And that's going to go to Tall Pines.
Well, that was perfect right there. I mean, Bryce Dennis had it very low and in front of 2 tall Pine players.
Isiosa Ogbewe in for Bryce Dennis. Can't be turning the ball over like that, up 3, trying to stretch the lead.
BCP needs some sort of jolt of energy right now. It's not a ton of energy in this game at all.
Pandit leaves it short. Defensive rebound, Ogbewe. He's got Utej Guman to his left. Decides to find Bottomon, but overcooked it. all alone under the basket. Aquamoa gets blocked by Ogbewe. BCP on the run. Utej Guman finds Ogbewe, and now Laren fakes the shot, attacks the paint, dumps it off. Guman off the glass.
It's good, quick hands.
Walks, give and go, into the paint. Under 2 to go, doesn't have enough spin. Second chance is good for Shub Pandit, and he's gonna go to the line. BCP doing a lot of reaching.
Yep.
Checking for Tall Pines, Kai Cameron. And shooting one at the line is Shub Pandit.
Shub Pandit.
Checking for Brampton, Marvel Wosley.
At the line. And he completes the three-point play. Ogbewe goes up strong and tries to kick it out, but coming in from the outside was Marvel Udezwe. Two-point lead, BCP ahead, 1:45 left in the first quarter. The winner will take on Father Henry Carr in tomorrow's Trillium final. Kai Cameron from deep, no good. Ogbewe almost had that stolen by Walks. Laren working down the left-hand side. Ogbewe snuck in and foul against Aquamoa, team's third. Aquamoa's first.
Tall Pines has 3 team fouls. Shooting 2 is Esosa.
Ogbewe at the line. 0 for 3 for Ogbewe. He'll sink the fourth. 55% from the free throw line on the season for Ogbewe. Kai Cameron swings it, Bandit, flies, bottom.
There he goes. Continuing on with what he was coming into the game for yesterday, giving his team a little bit of an edge with an awesome 3-ball.
He shoots it 43% from beyond the arc on the season. A 3 the other way, front iron, Kai Cameron and Laren fighting for it. Second chance, no good. Aquamoa quickly to Jagele. He's got Laren on his hip, stops on a dime. Kai Cameron swings it, Pandit. No thought, just lets it rip.
And that could be a big jolt of energy here for Tall Pines.
Guman with the backside cut and the finish. Tall Pines take the lead, 1 point here. Jagele makes his move. Picks up the dribble, slid that back foot, turns it over. Bryce Dennis checking back in. Cole Laren will catch a breather for the final 27 seconds. Dennis over the timeline. Swings, Utej Guman, lets it rip. Front iron, rebound for Ogbewe. Dennis, whip pass, Guman relocating. And now Dennis from the corner. Off the front iron, offensive rebound, and the putback, Udezwe. 3 seconds to go, walks, has it blocked. He was too lackadaisical coming up the court with it. Ogbewe got his fingertips on it, 1 point lead, BCP ahead after 10 in the second OSBA Men's Trillium semifinal. We'll be back with the second quarter action. Stick with us.
We built this for Canadian Hoops fans. From rising youth talent to Team Canada stars, follow it all in one spot. Talk hoops, share takes, earn points, and unlock exclusive rewards all in one place. Score a trip to watch your favorite Canada basketball athlete, sign gear, exclusive merch, and VIP moments with your favorite players. From every province, for every player. This is for us. It's easier if we just show you.
Well, Shub Pandit has 9 points off the bench for Tall Pines, allowing them to stay in the game. They haven't been able to connect on second or third chance opportunities, and they've been given a lot. BCP Provincial not doing a good job clamping down on the defensive glass. They're up 1 as Dennis lets it fly. Back iron, Utej Guman tracks it. He'll go up for the second chance, and Pandit with the block. Timila Jagele and Janoy Walks play give and go. Here's Nosa Lawani, topside 3. That's in and out. Bryce Dennis had it stripped. Pandit, another one.
Yeah, well, he's going to make them pay. These boards are so important for BCP. They haven't been able to really lock him down at all.
Pass to the middle of the floor. Utej Guman gives it up. Isiosa Ogbewe misses it all. If you're just joining us, Tall Pines without the MVP, David Bottomley. He's suspended. They've only got one sub today on the bench, Ezra Akwamoa, as Janoy Walks is going to go back to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 in the first quarter, 4 points. He had 40 in yesterday's semifinal win over Polaris Gold, as Delvin Ugbadamon checks back in for Brampton City Prep.
He is definitely, Walks bringing the intensity and physicality into this one. Getting a little frustrated when he's not getting those calls, but as long as you're getting those good takes, it shouldn't matter too much.
You can't be searching for calls. You got to play through the whistle. The first semifinal between Kings Heights and Father Henry Carr had the aggression from the start. This one lacking a little bit energy in the first quarter, starting to pick up here in the second. 1:10 gone. Quick ball movement. Caleb Banfield, no good. Nosa Lawani looks around, decides to take it up himself, and now he hands it off to Walks. Pandit, one dribble to the left, testing that hot hand, didn't get the bounce. It wasn't far off, was he?
No, not at all.
Ugbadaman kicks it out. Utej Guman off the mark. Pandit taps it to Lawani, all the way ahead. Walks with the runway. He'll lay it in off glass. 6-point lead now for Tall Pines. Bryce Dennis leaves it for Ogbewe. Over top, Ugbadaman all alone. He doesn't miss him there.
That was a great find.
Nosa Lawani into the paint, has it stripped. Ugbadaman clean. Caleb Banfield keeps, floats, off glass, and good for Banfield. Again, Walks looking for the call. He was in the semicircle area. Contact negligible. They say play on. Extra pass to the corner. Jagele, baseline attack, floats it. Lawani soars in, couldn't corral it. Banfield loses it. Quickly ahead. Utej Guman, right-handed layup. He's got 6.
Well, with all the complicated rebound processes and nothing being too clean, there's a big opportunity for a ton of transition baskets right now.
And there's one from Janoy Walks. Quick move. Baseline the other way. Guzman, yes. This basketball game turning into a track race. Well, at least for the last 30 seconds. 100-meter dash, we'll call it.
For real.
Jagele all the way to the rack. Left it short. Bryce Dennis. Odd man rush. Caleb Banfield. Couldn't corral it cleanly. And a block that turns into a foul against Shub Pandit. Isiosa Ogbewe at the line. 1 for 4 in the contest. Back into the game, Ezra Akwamoa. One for 6 from the free throw line for Isiosa Ogbewe. BCP tied with Tall Pines, 28-28. Turnover. And now Brampton City getting on each other. Caden Wright checks in. And that lack of effort from Delvin Ugbataman gets him pulled. Kai Cameron, top side, swings it, walks. Misses, but Lawani's there, and he's going to go back to the free throw line. Nosa Lawani has been there 6 times so far. He's got 4 of them.
And he's really not looking for those calls in those moments. He truly is just going up for a really strong take, and he's got a great shot and great form, and yeah, people know if they don't get their hands in there, it's going to be an easy basket, so they're just doing a little too much.
Lawani sinks a pair. 8 points for Nosa Lawani. 10 points for Janoy Walks. Tall Pines ahead 30-28. Utej Guman back into the game. Isiosa Ogbewe on the bench with 2 fouls. 6:05 left in the second quarter. Dennis hands it off to Guman. Steps through, back to Dennis. Nothing's there. Caleb Banfield out on the perimeter. Gets by, floats it up. No good. And Jagele loses the handle. Banfield counted and one. Way to stick with it for Caleb Banfield as Temilad Jagele picks up his first.
You have to know, see Bandit come back in. Every time those fouls are coming to Tall Pines, they're just rotating in and out.
Banfield gives Brampton City Prep the lead back. They had a big lead early, couldn't extend it. Janoy Walks and Nosa Lawani and Shub Pandit, the heavy lifters for Tall Pines today. Lawani wants it on the block, working on Utej Guman. Makes his move, goes up strong. Back iron, second chance, no. Fighting for it, Akwamoa, jump ball, it's going to stay here. Kai Cameron has to send it all the way back out. Janoy Walks well beyond the arc. That's good.
That's a huge shot. You know he's been waiting for a big moment like that to hopefully get him and his team going a little more.
Cole Laren defers to Banfield. Whip pass, top side. Utej Guman, backside. Nice cut, nice finish. Counted and one for Caden Wright. Aquamoa, the first Tall Pines player to pick up a second personal. Temi Jagile back on the floor. Janoy walks, finger roll, no good. Nosa Lawani puts it back with the left.
Lawani doing some heavy lifting for Tall Pines here.
Lawani last to touch it. That's going to stay here with BCP. The pass intended for Cole Laren. And right with him was Jagele. So they'll try now from the baseline. Janoy walks, knocks it back. Cole Laren's right there. He clears out space, goes up strong into the body of Poundit, but couldn't connect. Cole Laren heads to the free throw line. Shub Pondit with two now. Laren misses the second. Banfield gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. And now the foul trouble really is starting to look like it might play a factor here.
100%. You would really hope that for Tall Pines, this wouldn't become an issue until at least the second half, but with 4 minutes and 30 seconds here, BCP also noticing the frustrations with the fouls. They're going to catch on soon enough that it's a chance to really change the trajectory of this game.
Shub Pondit with three goes to the bench. Banfield in and out on the first. The second, nothing but nylon. Banfield with 9. Brampton City ahead by 1. Janoy walks, splits the defense. Hang time, no good. Kick out. Aquamoa finds Jagele. That misses. Bryce Dennis has it stripped. Here's Walks. He'll fire. In and out. Another chance. Aquamoa keeps it this time. Lawani tries to tap it up, and Aquamoa on the 5th opportunity gets it through.
Well, BCP's going to have to figure out it's time to box out.
Utej Guman can't find the bottom. Loose ball. Caleb Banfield from the free throw line finds the bottom. Janoy walks, blocked at the top by Laren. Bryce Dennis up and good with the finger roll off glass. Nosa Lawani takes it himself, goes up strong and sees it through. We're back to that 100-meter dash.
100%.
Utej Guman makes his move, and Cole Laren with both feet out of bounds turns it over.
BCP's first time playing at the Pan Am in this tournament as well. They don't know how much trouble these sidelines can cause you. It's really important to establish your feet.
You know, before the next game, I'm going to go down there and work myself around the corner and see really how difficult it is. Nosa Lawani accepts. Kai Cameron, jab step inside with the left, too strong. It's been a long time since we've seen Delvin Ugbataman after that mental error and lack of effort play. He's been on the pine for Brampton City Prep here. Utej Guman. Bryce Dennis now in the corner. He elevates, thought he felt some contact. Kai Cameron with Caleb Banfield on the run out, and the left hand is good. Tall Pines Academy back ahead by 1. Bryce Dennis, inside out dribble to the rack, blocked by Lawani. Cole Laren set to trigger quickly, and Banfield elevates and drops it in the bucket.
Mansfield doing a great job just kind of going back to the basics, getting the easy plays done. He had a great rebound on the other side before, just actually holding on to it and doing it with some control, and then a great shot there.
Cole Laren picks up his second, Brampton City's 4th foul. 2:06 to go until the half. Janoy walks quickly into Nosa Lawani. He eyes up Banfield. Banfield stays tall, gets the strip, turns it up. Cole Laren into the body of Walks, blocking foul. Walks took the gamble, didn't pay off.
That's the second personal foul for Janoy Walks.
Fouls really starting to tally up. And hopefully this next minute 56 can play with complete discipline, and then maybe it's going to be about kind of rearranging the defense to avoid all of these calls. It's going to be about choosing your battles in the second half of this game to ensure that they can continue playing the game.
Right, what's a good contest versus something that's egregious and unnecessary?
Yeah,
how do you define that line?
Yeah, for sure.
BCP back up by 4. Janoy walks calmly into a 3, front iron out of bounds. That'll go to BCP.
Well, you can just see the frustrations really taking over Walks' game right now, and I'm sure Coach is going to have to give a strong message about mental toughness in this game with such a short bench.
Banfield gets to his spot, elevates. Akuamoa quickly ahead, walks. Can't corral it, tries to chase it down, unable to save it, and heads into the stanchion at the bottom of the court. Timeout on the floor. Tall Pines going to talk about how to play the 1:23 remaining until the half. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're watching the OSBA Men's Trillium semifinal. Don't go anywhere. .123 to play. Brampton City Prep ahead by 4 over Tall Pines Academy in the second of 2 OSBA Trillium semifinals. Kings Heights fell to Father Henry Carr at the 9 o'clock game. Dennis keeps it moving. Cole Laren into the painted area. Back outside, knock loose. Janoy walks, has the runway. Dennis tracking back, doesn't get there in time. 15 points for Walks in the opening half. That shot's off the mark. Nosa Lawani. Tall Pines quickly ahead. The MO here, get quick buckets. And Ugbataman back on the court, immediately makes an impact with the strip. Janoy Walks goes up through contact, no good. He'll go up again with the left and count it.
Those rebounds really being a big cause of concern for BCP, but Walks doing a great job fighting through contact.
Cole Laren met at the summit by Lawani. Jagele couldn't save it.
Oh,
Rather, Kai Cameron. on the baseline.
It's a great block right there by Lawani, but you get nervous about those with all the fouls racking up, but he had a clear shot.
Tej Kuman from well beyond the arc. He's got 11. 3-point lead. The shot clock has been turned off. Tall Pines trailing BCP for a chance to take on Father Henry Carr in the Trillium Championship final. Corner pass, Kai Cameron peeks at the clock. 5 to shoot, makes his move, step back, he'll relocate. No Solowani, in and out. And after 20 minutes of action, Brampton City Prep ahead 48-45 over Tall Pines. We'll have second half action coming your way on the other side.
Day 2 and Game 8 of the 15U Women's Canada National Basketball Championships here. We have a great matchup for you between two top-tier women's squads. Team Ontario taking on Team Alberta. Bonnie finds Solomon down low in the post. Spin move, great spin move from Solomon, and puts the layup up for 2 points.
Seems like every player on Team Ontario loves to spin move right to left.
Step back from Garraway for 3. That's good. High arc and shot falls straight through the net. Nothing but swish. Trying to put a left-hand layup up. Scoops up. Can't go in. Valpreda on the rebound. Put back. And it falls for 2 points. First half action ends 32 Ontario, 29 for Alberta. So Ontario is able to keep a lead here going into the second half off a good showing in those final couple of minutes.
One of the biggest things is staying connected. It's easy as a team to fall apart when things are going tough. So I think the girls did a really good job of responding and staying connected and then falling back onto our identity, which is defensively. I think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the half, picking up a lot of steals and just going in transition.
Stop the backcourt violation. They can't. Mazuka steals it now. Heel drive. Luke will pull up for a jumper. That one falls. Luke's starting to heat up here in the fourth quarter. Tahis puts the layup up. It's no good. Morris on the rebound. She can put this one back in, and she does. Quick and easy 2 points again for Morris. Timeout called by Alberta to talk things through as the lead stands at 15. Here's Gutierrez Daly putting a layup up, and it's good. So the shot clock runs out. Your final score 70-48 in favor of Team Ontario. They go 2-0 in the first few days as Team Alberta goes down 0-2. For myself, Cole Hales and Jackson Vidori, we'll see in a little bit as our next game manager.
Even when we are down, we always find a way to get back up, no matter what happens during the game. And I think that's what really represents Ontario, because we always get back up no matter what happens.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. We are locked in here for the final quarterfinal matchup at the Canadian National Basketball Championships men's 15U side. Big news for Ontario. Mateo Moyes makes his debut at the national tournament. Ontario have a day off that could, go against them. I expect them to be prepared, but Newfoundland are still in the rhythm of winning.
Of course, Ontario had that extra time, the day off, to work on some things that needed to be worked on. But again, you never know, the mentality can be a little down. But I'm assuming this is going to be a very great and close game here.
It appears as though Newfoundland and Labrador are just going to give Ontario the first possession. All 4 players in the backcourt, but there's Osage to pick up the rebound. Brandon Clark to the rack, shrugging off the attempt to block him from getting to that position. Dejo quickly into the front court, looking downhill, picks up the head of steam. Clark attacking the rim again. Just too strong. Ahead to Walters. Walters, 1-2 stepping in the lane, floats it up and through. Over 2 white jerseys, 14-8, with 2:20 left in the first. Woodrich with the response from the corner.
we're getting good shots off of drives and stuff, but we're not really running our sets. But at least you guys are getting open shots, DKS. But let's settle it down. You guys got to take control. Praise, give it to Nikki. Go through. Nikki L. Will set the pitch. Come off. Got the one more action right there.
50-22, Ontario lead. Dejo, shifty. Gets back to the basket, finishes with the right. Back to Shepherd. That rattles through, and you notice Newfoundland and Labrador slagging back a little bit and not coming out as high on the primary ball handler in that zone coverage. Boyce picks his lane, elevates off glass for two. Sage gets back up, second chance, no, third chance will roll through.
Wow, he's doing a great job of what we talk about all the time when you kind of get that rebound and instead of just like hopping right back up for an off-balance shot, actually taking your time, setting your feet and going up strong.
Hammond again bulldozing his way to the rack. He's got the frame of a linebacker that could probably play on the practice squad in the CFL somewhere.
True.
Ontario will take on its first opponent in the tournament, British Columbia.
All right, Coach, you've been in this position before, 2 wins away from hoisting the trophy. What was your message to your team after that win against Newfoundland?
The message was to stay consistent, stay ready. In our situation, sometimes our guys can get complacent, but they've done a great job in staying locked in, and I'm proud of them.
Praise had a great game, 7 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, a pair of steals, and a pair of blocks. Him being the captain of this team, what are you asking from him on a day in and day out basis?
For him, we're asking him to be our leader. He's been a great leader. He's shown great leadership. He's one of our generals on the court. He sets the tone for us offensively, defensively.
We feel good, going into the semifinal game, bringing up the energy and stuff. So I think we're feeling pretty good going into the game.
I'll use my experience from last year. We're in a similar situation with Alberta. They're going to make adjustments. We have to watch our film and make our adjustments and come ready.
Appreciate the time. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
20 more minutes of action in the second OSBA Men's Trillium, a semifinal between Brampton City Prep Provincial and Tall Pines Academy. BCP ahead by 3, led by Caleb Banfield's 13. But they've been getting it from everywhere, Haley. Utej Guman's got 11, Delvin Ubadaman 6, Cole Laren 6, and Bryce Dennis 6 for Tall Pines. 17 from Janoy Walks, 12 from Nosa Lawani. And somebody's got to inject some energy in this game, whether it be for BCP or Tall Pines. Who are you looking for to be that spark?
I think it's got to be Janoy Walks for Tall Pines. I mean, I think it's been very clear this game he's looking for the calls, but I think if he can just drop that part of the game, just play like you're not expecting there to be even a whistle in the game. He just got to go hard at the basket, and he can do it. He's making some big shots, and I think if he kind of can switch his attitude around a little bit here, it'll do a lot for Tall Pines as a whole. And then I think for BCP, I mean, they've got a whole bench there. I think some energy off the bench would literally do a lot for BCP.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think BCP has too many options for where the energy could come from. It doesn't matter. It's just got to come from somewhere.
Turnover by Delvin Ubadaman gives the ball back to Tall Pines. Janoy Walks finds space on the perimeter. Front iron, and Ubadaman swallows up the rebound. Bryce Dennis traipsing down the middle of the floor. Bounce pass into the path of Ogbewe. Looking for Ayers underneath. Cole Laren comes in from the weak side. Rebound. Bryce Dennis well beyond the arc. Back iron and right into the hands of Temi Jagele. Traveling gives it right back to Brampton City Prep.
Yeah, he probably looked up and saw the BCP players there, but got to be a little more decisive.
With only one bench player for Tall Pines, staying disciplined of the utmost importance, Janoy Walks and Ezra Akwamoa, both with 2. Shub Pandit on the bench right now has 3. Can only have 5. That off the mark. And here comes Janoy Walks. Cole Laren tracking back. Walks with the left. Ubadaman waits. Defers to Laren. Pushed out by Jagele. And now Bryce Dennis wants the screen from Ayers. He gets it. Turnover. Walks ahead of the pack. Kai Cameron is going to take it himself.
Well, we keep getting into big spells in this game of just transition. And it seems like for Tall Pine that does kind of work in their favor because not everyone is getting back at all. So it's preserving maybe a little bit of energy and focusing on getting good positioning for defense.
Cole Laren from beyond the arc, no. Ayers with the rebound, but a toe on the line, turnover. So I went down at the half, and there is a limited space there.
Yeah.
But it's the color. From our angle, it's very identifiable. From right down on the court, you can see how it gets a little
especially
dicey.
like if you look out, which is where the light setups are, it's directly above the corner 3 position. So a lot of glares too, so it's understandable.
Nosa Lawani, straight on 3, too strong. Ogbewe through traffic. Tries to find Laren, and the decision-making on the ball movement right now for BCP is questionable, and that brings in Caleb Banfield. Coming up next, Niagara Prep OSBA Women's Semifinal 1 taking on Royal Crown Academy. Royal Crown was tested yesterday, or on Thursday rather. They ended up coming away with the victory, but it wasn't without a hard-fought battle. Second chance opportunity, and Janoy Walks will head to the free throw line. Royal Crown and Crestwood Blue ended 70-49. The final score not really indicative of how the game went.
No, it was tight. It was a battle. We had a ton of great games Thursday, great ones Friday, and we're already off to a great start here. We're just losing the energy in this game right now, and it's got to come from somewhere.
Janoy Walks, 4 points for Tall Pines here in the third quarter. Caleb Banfield walks into a 3. And Akawamoa has the rebound. Foul's going to go against Ubadaman, his second. Two fouls on BCP. Just over 2 minutes gone, or 3 minutes gone rather, here in the third. Kai Cameron, the double team, gets it to Lawani. Lawani turns, underhand, Akawamoa off the glass.
That was great. It was a good find from Lawani and even better finish.
Bryce Dennis, jab step, walk through, up, too strong. Kai Cameron, headman, right into the path of Janoy Walks, who lays it in for two. Timeout on the floor. Brampton City Prep, not the start to the third quarter you want if you've got the deeper bench. 6:26 to go. Stick with us. We'll be back with more third quarter action. You're watching the OSBA Men's Trillium semifinal.
If you ever wanna take me out, I'll show you off the whole night. If you're wandering around looking for love, you've come to the right place. Don't wanna take it for granted no more, don't wanna say good night. Being alone's not what it used to feel like. I want you by my side.
Brampton City looking to change something here in the final 6:24. Try and get that lead back. Bryce Dennis swings it to the far side. Cole Laren back to Dennis in the middle of the floor. Works to the left. Kicks it. Banfield keeps his feet in line. Knock loose. Lawani gives it to Akawamoa. He saves it. And now Temi Jagele. Swings it. Kai Cameron gets his defender in the air, steps inside the three-point line, back iron. Nosa Lawani tucks it, loses it, out of bounds. Bryce Dennis has the screen from Kingston Ayers in the corner. Banfield lets it fly. Front iron. Akawamoa above the crowd for the rebound. The offense will continue to run from the hands of Temi Jagele. And a lack of awareness. 8-second backcourt violation.
Yeah, those are hard turnovers to accept. And you maybe need a little more vocalness coming from the bench as well, just something.
Bryce Dennis pulls up from the free throw line. Couple of bounces. That's going to go to Tall Pines, last touched by Kingston Ayers. Quick pass, walks, lets it fly. Banfield secures the board. Utej Guman blocked by Walks, and now Bryce Dennis will poke and prod, forced back out. Halfway through the third quarter now, 55-48, Tall Pines ahead, and Ayers on the back doorstep.
He had great positioning back down there and made him pay.
Janoy Walks operating on the top side, picked up by Ogbewi. Back to the left. Floats it up, tries to use the glass. It's not there. Kingston Ayers has it knocked loose. Nosa Lawani earns the second chance opportunity. Janoy Walks in the corner. Whip pass. Luani rewarded for his efforts. Splash.
That was a great find by Walks, and Luani just had it locked and loaded.
Bryce Dennis fighting for it. Jump ball. Tall Pines have possession. Shub Pandit back in. Ezra Akwamoa to the bench. Pandit, 12 points in the first half, including a trio of triples. See if they can get him out alone on the perimeter again. Walks on the near wing. Jagele swings it. Kai Cameron back to Jagele. He'll poke inside and throw it off the side of the backboard. Nosa Lawani taps it to absolutely no one. And Walks imploring his teammate to grab it with two hands. 8-point game. Tall Pines ahead of BCP for the second and final spot in tomorrow's Trillium Championship. Pandit blocked it. Pulled his hands away rather quickly, too.
Yeah.
Don't want to pick up that fourth.
No.
Interrupting the inbound pass. Janoy Walks gets sprung on a fast break. With the right, lays it in.
And Tall Pines doing a great job with just quick and easy buckets with transition, and that's why they've been able to hold a pretty steady lead here now of 10 points.
Bryce Dennis lets it fly. That's good.
That's a huge three.
Just the second made field goal for Brampton City Prep here in the second half. 3 minutes to go. Dennis attacks the paint. Travel. Lost the handle on that second step and then regathered with the third to try and send it over to the far side. The official right there to see it. Pandit. Into the corner for Walks. He's looking for somebody to give it to. And he gives it to Kingston Ayers on the opposing team. Ogbewe, strong to the rack. Timeout on the floor, 2:36 to go. 5-point game, back and forth the entire game so far. We expect nothing less from the final minutes of the third and into the fourth. We'll be right back. Tall Pines with possession here, 2:30 and change to go until the fourth quarter. Ahead by 5. Get it over just in time does Jagele, and now Janoy Walks. Pulls up from the mid-range. No good. Nosa Lawani offensive rebound blocked there by Ogbewe, but to put it back, Shub Pandit. Ogbewe finds Banfield, double team. Nice cut, Utej Guman, and Kai Cameron picks up the foul. It's his second. First team foul here in the third quarter for Tall Pines. So, like you said, discipline needed, especially when you only have 6 players. Honestly, I still can't believe that.
I know, I can't either, and I mean, for them, it's got to be the main message when you come into a game like this. I just can't believe BCP isn't kind of exploiting that a little bit more, I think that would play a big part into strategy, especially in such an intense game. Of course, you never wanted to have to come down to that, but it's kind of, if you just go at them, play as hard as you possibly can, you'd have to clean this up and force them to kind of make the decision of whether it's worth it or not on defense. They could have been forced to make that decision in the first quarter of this game.
Walks, keeps it moving. In the corner, Kai Cameron. Temi Jagele and walks, catch and shoot, topside three, off to the right. Bryce Dennis tries to headman it. Ogbewe unable to track it down. Janoy walks, gets that off the fingertips of Ogbewe. Try to add to this 6-point lead here. Tall Pines up the court, no look pass. Kai Cameron all alone. Misses it all. Utej Guman continues to run the floor. No good. Caleb Banfield counted and one. Kai Cameron gets 2 fouls in the matter of seconds. So 3 on Cameron, 3 on Pondit, 2 on Walks, 2 on Akuamoa, who checks back into the game. Banfield at the line for the and one opportunity. Count it. 1 possession game. 1:20 until the fourth quarter. Janoy walks. Waits for the double to come, then throws it. Another 8-second violation. There's 14 on the shot clock, and you call the 8-second violation when it ticks to 15.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit late on that. Bryce Dennis. Quickly. Bottoman back to Dennis. He'll let it fly. Front iron. Akuamoa finds Pondit. So a trio of bigs on the floor for Tall Pines right now. And the reach in for Ogbewe. His third. Cole Laren back onto the court. Temi Jagele. Picked up by Utej Guman. Jagele kicks it, walks, lets it fly. Bottom for Janoy Walks. His second triple of the contest. Bryce Dennis navigating tight spaces. Bottomon loses it out of bounds. 6-point lead now for Tall Pines with a chance for a 2-for-1 here. It'll be Walks walking it up the left-hand side, and now Jagele trying to turn Banfield inside out. He leaves it for Lawani through a bunch of contact, and they say play on. Banfield into the front court, stops on a dime, lets it soar in. Pondit, extra pass. Lawani, corner three, count it.
He's been scoring from everywhere on the court tonight.
Banfield steps through, right-handed hook shot, no. Bottomon fouled on the second chance opportunity. And that's Jagele's second. Bottomon just 6 points in the game so far. 3 2-point field goals, and now he steps to the line for 2 at the free throw line.
He was the lead scorer this season for BCP with 19.1 points per game.
He was stuck on the bench in the second quarter for a good stretch because of a lack of effort play, where he knocked the ball loose and then just didn't follow it out of bounds. 10 minutes left to play, 6-point game. Tall Pines and their perfect OSBA Trillium record on the line against Brampton City Prep's provincial squad. We'll be right back. 10 minutes on the clock, and a date with Father Henry Carr on the line for the Trillium Championship tomorrow here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. JJ Evison, Haley Hopkinson here with you. We've been here all weekend long. Utej Guman gets it to go from distance.
Oh, it's a big way to start the fourth for BCP, maybe inserting some energy into this quarter for them to try to walk away with the win here.
Janoy walks with the response the other way.
Already it feels like we got a different feel to this fourth, and an interception.
Steele, left-handed finger roll counted, and one for walks. Foul on Dennis. And it's really been a three-pronged performance here from Tall Pines. Obviously, Janoy walks, Nosa Lawani, and Shub Pandit getting in on the action as well. The and one no good, out of bounds, going to stay with Tall Pines. 33 points and counting for Janoy Walks. He put up 40 yesterday. He'll dial it up from the corner again. Back iron, Pandit looking for Lawani, couldn't handle it cleanly. Gets the second chance to go.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job down in the paint, getting through all sorts of contact.
Bryce Dennis, sneaky with the right. Lawani, Bandit, thought about it, floats it, way too strong. Ugbataman the other way, finds Bryce Dennis. And Dennis and Laren couldn't connect. Walks has to track back to get the inbound pass. Temi Jagele over the line. Into the corner. Bandit lets it fly. Leaves it short. Bryce Dennis right there to correct. And Ugbataman all alone. Utej Guman with the assist. Bandit throws it away. A run out here for Caleb Banfield. Two-handed jam.
And a lot in this game we've seen just both teams kind of surrender to the transition, send back 1 to 2 players, but with the energy that we're already feeling in this fourth, it doesn't seem like that can remain the case as we continue along with this game.
Utej Guman gets his third personal. Second team foul against Brampton City Prep here. Kai Cameron back onto the floor. Shub Pandit to the bench. Walks. Finds Cameron. Picked up by Bryce Dennis. He'll send it to Jagele. And now Walks. Takes the double. Needs somebody to bail him out. Nosa Lawani shuffled the feet. Four-point lead for Tall Pines. Brampton City Prep, do they have something in them? A big push here. Ugbataman picks up the dribble, finds Dennis. He floats it up, no good. And Caleb Banfield gets it to go off the offensive rebound. Tall Pines starting to come apart at the seams, but it's not too late to make adjustments, and they're going to call a timeout. 2-point game. Tall Pines ahead. This one, another one going into the fourth quarter, where it's going to come down to possession by possession.
100%, and Bottomley being a good teammate on the bench, telling everyone to just calm down, calm down. So really one possession at a time, of course, and yeah, I mean, this fourth already feels completely different than the 3 quarters we've seen prior to this, so everyone's got to get back on defense. Everyone's going to run up on offense, and it's going to be staying disciplined, of course, with those fouls, but trying to limit as many mistakes and turnovers as possible. Seems like Tall Pines is getting really quick to get on each other, and we saw that a lot from BCP in the beginning of this game. But, of course, if you're going to make a big push, everyone's got to be all in it together.
Tall Pines back on the floor, ready to continue. Brampton Lake breaking the huddle. They'll have possession. Off the turnover and the travel by Nosa Lawani. Bryce Dennis splits the middle of the floor. Cole Laren tries a baseline attack. Dennis wide open for three, and finally another one for Dennis. He's been circling that rim the entire morning into the afternoon. Kai Cameron to Lawani. Lawani hard to the basket, blocked at the top. Akawamoa, second chance, no good. He'll go up strong again. Had it knocked out. Kai Cameron absorbs some contact. It'll stay here. Cole Laren picks up his third personal. Third team foul. BCP ahead by 1. 6:45 to go. Jagele eyes up Utej Guman, sends it. Janoy walks into the paint, and a foul called on the floor. It's going to go against Laren, his fourth. And now BCP out of fouls to give. Temi Jagele waiting for some movement. All inside out. Nice pass. Akawamoa with the hammer.
That's a huge dunk. Give Tall Pines some momentum here.
Bryce Dennis nearly throws it away. Ubadaman resets with Laren, who's being trusted to stay on the floor. Dennis had Guman in the corner and threw it away.
Those little miscommunications are definitely starting to add up for BCP.
Kai Cameron turns on the Jets, gets downhill with the left. Kai Cameron put a body on him early. Otherwise, he's by you in a flash like the Roadrunner. Bryce Dennis gets inside, kicks it out. Ubadaman lets it fly. Front iron. Akawamoa out of bounds.
Well, rebounds really being an issue for everyone in this game, just not being able to grab it and pull it back down.
Guman finds some soft spots, turns it over, and Temi Jagele is going to slow it down. Cameron in the corner. Plenty of time to operate. Janoy walks top side, working with Lawani. Walks from beyond the arc. No. Bryce Dennis quickly past Lawani into the front court. Spins, had it knocked loose. It's a 3-on-0. And Akawamoa, thunderous jam again.
Well, scoring definitely coming from everywhere on Tall Pines right now. Everyone's starting to connect, and it all seems to be clicking.
Banfield kicks it out. Dennis, no hesitation. His third triple of the second half. Back to a 2-point game. Jagele, Akawamoa, 3 straight jams. Delvin Ubadaman pulls it out. Dennis feeling himself off the mark. Lawani secures it. Walks. Happy to let the clock tick down. 4-point lead, Tall Pines ahead. 17-0 in the regular season for Tall Pines, taking on the 10-7 Brampton City Prep Provincial squad Jagele lets it fly at the expiration of the buzzer. Uses the backboard because why not? Loose ball, looking for Banfield underneath. That's going to go to Tall Pines. Janoy walks, bringing his team together there. 4 minutes left to go.
Completely new energy here, and I think the biggest key for both of these teams is securing those rebounds. It's been one of the biggest causes of turnovers, especially for BCP. BCP getting some really good chances to get good boards and second chance opportunities, but it turns to turnovers.
Walks left wide open there, and Banfield lets it fall out of the boundary line. 7-point lead, Tall Pines ahead of BCP, 3:43 to go. Bryce Dennis, headmans, Cole Laren, walks into a three. Not contested one bit, Kai Cameron out of bounds, it's gonna stay here. And Laren getting chewed out from the bench. Early shot.
Yep.
I mean, he was wide open.
100%.
Laren hasn't made a three in the game. Utej Guman dumps it off. And Banfield leaves it short. Aquamoa above the crowd.
It was a super strong rebound. It was good ball movement from BCP, but you got to be able to get those little shots there.
Nosa Lawani up strong, gets the bounce. 22 points for Nosa Lawani. Knocked loose. Foul called on Banfield. The frustration foul there. And BCP don't have any fouls to give. Tall Pines will go to the free throw line. Timeout on the floor. 3:04 to go. 9-point lead for Tall Pines. They've dropped 108 on BCP in both their previous meetings. 20 points away from that. Not sure they'll get the opportunity to do that, seeing as though they'll really manage the clock here down the stretch.
Mm-hmm. You got to think he's up to fouls, but at this point, if Bandit can come out and give you a couple more threes, see if that hand is still hot, it's definitely an option, but also the way that Tall Pines is operating right now, it doesn't even look like you maybe need him. I mean, Lawani is getting absolutely everything done in the paint for them so far, and of course, those 3 sequence dunks, absolutely insane.
That was really where I felt it changed here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Those 3 Aquamoa dunks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, it really triggers something in him too, because then you see him securely grabbing these rebounds, something that's been a problem this entire game, and I think he felt the win and felt how close it was, and yeah, we're just seeing it all pay off.
Temi Jagele steps to the free throw line for 2, off on the first. The second back iron tapped into the hands of Ogbewi. And now Bryce Dennis, right-hand side, whip pass, Laren. Zone defense by Tall Pines, keeping the ball on the perimeter here. Bryce Dennis lets it go. That's no good. Nosa Lawani tries to track it down. He hits the deck. Banfield right there to lay it in. Janoy walks all the way up and under. Bryce Dennis, he'll try a 3, no good. Banfield fighting for the rebound. Kai Cameron elects to give it up to Walks. The double team's there. He keeps that pivot foot down, and Lawani on the far side will settle it down with Temi Jagele. Late to get into the play on the near side is Janoy Walks. Jagele, double teamed, gives it up. Kai Cameron, in and out. Lawani, second chance, counted and one.
Oh, and it seems like even with the higher intensity from BCP in the paint, Tall Pines is thriving even more. You got Lawani making tough plays like that. The play before, walks with a shifty little layup with limited space at all in there.
Just like this game, or the first game of the day, where Father Henry Carr was well ahead of Kings Heights in terms of warm-up. The Niagara Prep team has already stretched, are starting to dribble now and some passing drills.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Royal Crown yet to leave the locker room. Ogbewe going to go to the line for 2.
Personal foul number 4 for Colin Cameron.
Cameron picks up his 4th. Ogbewe finds the first. 2 of 7 from the free throw line now for Ogbewe. 11-point lead. Tall Pines ahead. The second connects. Nosa Lawani gives it into Jagele, and now Kai Cameron. And Jagele play give and go. Walks all along on the far side. Cameron elects to take it himself. Utesh Guman leads the fast break. Bryce Dennis up strong. Janoy Walks called for the foul.
Personal foul number 3 on Janoy Walks. Tall line second. Shooting 2 is Bryce Dennis.
Dennis sinks the first. 12 points in the second half for Bryce Dennis, 6 in the first half. Make that 13 now, and 19 in total. But is he coming on a little too late? Ogbewe picks up his 4th, playing a little too close, sending Janoy Walks to the line. Walks, by the way, 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Yep, he working hard for every single point there, and he definitely doesn't want to leave it up to a point or two.
Walks, sinks the pair, a perfect 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. Quickly into the front court. Guzman from the corner, no good. Aquamoa, headmans. Temi Jagele picks up the dribble, waits for some teammates to show up. Walks, picked up by Dennis. The double comes, walks to the right, splits the defense, bounce pass. Aquamoa with the thunder.
Wow, Aquamoa's done a fantastic job in this 4th, especially, and him and Walks working so well together.
Dennis sends it back out to Banfield, and he drops it in from distance. Under a minute to go. OSBA men's Trillium semifinal number 2. Aquamoa outside, extra pass to Gele, peeks at the clock. Lawani in the corner. Wants to take as much time off as possible. Janoy Walks, extra pass. Aquamoa just gives it up. Caleb Banfield going to run it out the other way. He'll lay it in for 2. Timeout on the floor. 7-point game, 28.7 to go. Crazier things have happened.
They have. I mean, I don't know, BCP, maybe it could have been attempted for 3 right there. I mean, Tall Pines kind of let them have the breakaway opportunity there, so it could have been a chance for a quick 3 or something like that to try to trigger maybe something, but it does feel a little
too little too late.
Too little too late. I mean, BCP did have an opportunity to come in here and try to completely overpower them, go for the contact, make them nervous, make them debate whether they should contest for this shot or that shot, and I think this could have been played a little bit more strategically, but Tall Pines, you got to give a ton of credit to the discipline that they had, and of course that's got to be the main message coming into this game, and to stick with the game plan and Little low energy at the third, but it didn't matter because they did just enough. Potentially, still 28 seconds, but it looks like they did just enough and came out with this burst of energy in the fourth with a little more freedom to play with.
Tall Pines advances to the front court. 14 on the shot clock. Walks to Trigger. He gets it to Jagele. Picked up by Bryce Dennis, trying to knock it loose. And Dennis picks up another foul. Tammy Jagele back to the line, where he's 0 of 2. Makes good on the first. The second back iron, Nosa Lawani with the rebound. Jump ball staying here with Tall Pines. And Lawani wants the ball wiped, a little bit wet. The official just rolls it around in his hands. Quick in, Nosa Lawani with the pump fake and the finish. He's got 26, double-double for sure. Banfield misses, Lawani collects the loose ball. Jump ball called, gonna stay with BCP. Dennis has it stripped, and Chinoy walks over the timeline. Trying to go for the double-double himself. And Tall Pines advance to face Father Henry Carr in the OSBA Men's Trillium Final tomorrow here at the Toronto Pan Am Sports Center. We're going to have a conversation with Nosa Lawani, player of the game, right after this. Stick with us. Back inside the Toronto Pan Am Center with Tall Pines Academy. Just booked their ticket to the final tomorrow. Nosa Lawani, player of the game. He had 26 points, Double-double with the rebounds. Congratulations. Short man, but never out of it. How does it feel to win against a deep team with just 6 players?
Just everyone on the team are dogs. We want to go to the finals. We want to win this. And even though we're missing guys, we have that next man up mentality. Just trying to get the win.
Looked like you needed an injection of energy in the fourth quarter. Ezra, 4 slam dunks. Thunderous. What does that energy do to this team that late in the game?
Plays like that just make us want to win the game,
Janoy Walks, 37 points, 40 yesterday. What about his offensive performance?
He's killing. He's a dog. He wants us to win. He's putting us on his back. That's what he does.
Father Henry Carr up next. The undefeated season remains on the line here in the postseason. What's it going to take to win it all?
We're going to need everyone. We're going to need to play with heart, grit, but we can do it. We got it.
Tall Pines advance. Father Henry Carr tomorrow. Trillium final. Stay tuned. OSBA Women's semifinal number 1. Niagara Prep. Royal Crown coming up next.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys. Great game.